Alright, first off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is the brother R1 from the Jamaica camp, coming with another quick lesson. For the most part, I'm quoting scriptures, just kind of sharing my thoughts on this, thing that's been going on for a few weeks now, this violence against women thing in Jamaica. And, we've done quite a few breakdowns on it, but there's just a recurring pattern, and after this, I hope that this is my last lesson on it, but after this video, or this, well, I don't want to call it rant, and I don't want to say I'm venting, but after I've said my piece on this matter, with this video, I don't think I want to, go any further with this, right? And with that said, I'll also say that, look, any women, men, children that, don't agree with what I'm about to say, in regards to this whole violence against women thing, as I will definitely be speaking from the scriptures, then don't cry about violence against women. Don't cry against violence against women, because the thing about it is, whenever you cry about these modern problems, or you cry about these issues, and we give you the solutions to the scriptures, most of you women don't want to hear this, and you men as well. Most of you people don't want to hear this. So when once I've said my piece, as it pertains to expounding what the scripture have to say about this topic, then if this is not a solution, or if this solution don't suffice for you, then to hell with you. We don't care, or I don't care, and sure, for sure, the most I don't care. All right, so let me just read this first precept, right, which is Jeremiah 6:16. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways, and seek and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and there shall ye find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not hearken, we will not walk therein." Right? I also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. And once again, that is what you people say when we give you the solutions as it pertains to the scriptures, because you say that it's modern time now, that it's old time days. The scriptures is for old time days. Men must adjust. All these excuses and justifications that really and truly contribute to the problem, because really what you people are asking for is for women empowerment, when really the woman empowerment that you're asking for is the same exact reason why a lot of you women are getting killed. And that's just the truth of it. One of the argument is that the most I never make a man with pussy, another woman in pussy. Well, if that's the scriptures, first of all, says that the head of the household, or the head of the woman is the man, the head of the Messiah is the Most High, and the head of men is the Messiah, right? And it also says that he that begetteth a wife begetteth a position, or a possession. They're saying that the issue is that men are behaving as if they own women. But according to the structures of the Most High, a woman leaves, her father household to her husband. And just as though, she is her father's child, and therefore the father owns the daughter, when she's given unto a man, or when she's actually in a relationship with a man, the man being of the head of the household, is the one that actually owns you. So technically, according to the scriptures, yes, the man owns your pussy. That is exactly what the scripture says. It says that he that begetteth a wife begetteth a possession. Secondly, the scriptures refer to a wife as a helpmeet, or a help. what you do is you provide aid. You know, in ancient Israel, the wife would do certain things, or not the wife, sorry, the daughter will do certain things within the household. And that is why when a man comes to actually marry her, you know, he would pay that dowry, because the father would actually lose business, right? Because the daughter would help. And then when she goes on to her husband's house, she actually is an aid and a help unto the man, meaning that she's aiding towards his business, right? So even if she bears him children, then the children become a part of the business, right? Men and women aren't equal. We both have roles, right? And that's one of the things. That is why we need to go back to the old parts. You know, men need to play their role, and women need to play their role, right? According to the scriptures, I said that, you know, I want to make this as quick as possible. According to the scriptures, the place of the woman is nurturing the children, taking care of the household. Yes, wash, cook, clean. You know, in ancient Israel, you had women that would do certain things like, you know, make garments to sell. You know, they would probably tend to even cattle, just like Rebecca did actually want to water did the cattle, and various other roles. So yes, they did, but the main thing is to help the man, Salakia, as it pertains to the household, and help to build, right? This Miss Independent and you know, she women have dreams and goals, and you know, that is all modern issues. And once again, with the empowerment, you know, that the society makes you think you have, you know, you do things, or a majority of these women actually do things that get them in trouble, right? Because one of the things is one of also another one of the argument is a woman actually saying that, you know, all the man wants to do is just to have a million and one different women, and then, you know, she the woman supposed to stay at home, or supposed to just state that, well, according to the scriptures, a man is allowed to have more than one wife, right? As long as he's actually taking care of them. You know, according to the scriptures, a man is allowed to have more than one wife. And you know, I understand, you know, I can see from the standpoint that, you know, we are for here in Jamaica, we are westernized. We actually grew up in the Western society, so of course some things are harder to accept, and some things, you know, take a little take a bit of digestion. But these things were recorded in the scriptures all this time, and the script, and you people saying that you're a Christian nation and a God fearing people. But really, the solution to your problems is actually going back to those biblical ways, or the biblical paths, to actually stop the how you put it, the whole confusion of this modern day society. And that's the truth. You know, another argument is that you know, a woman, when the woman says that she's gone, or she leaves the man for another man, she's a whore, and she gets put to death, you know, by you know, the man being angry and jealous, right? But when a man actually says it's over, it's over. In the scriptures, it was the husband that got to write the bill of divorcement, you know. And even Yahushua, you know, came and he cut that, saying that, you know, that the man and the woman should not part, but you know, if she separates, she must go to her father's house, and then, you know, over time she return unto her husband, right? So really and truly, there should even be a bill of divorcement, unless, you know, either party dies, as the Lord actually said that in the New Testament, right? So really and truly, you know, this whole equality, and you know, woman saying, oh, she sit down with man for over you know, 10 years, and then she decided that she can't take it anymore and leave. You know, why the man feel like him need to kill the woman and all of that, you know. Another thing is even how you women speak to men, you know, in this society. Because I heard this argument with this girl saying that, you know, she was out in her shorts, and this man called to her and she said no, and the man said all that he wanted to do with her, and she's saying that that should not be okay. But when we tell them that, you know, you need to dress modestly, we know, especially when you're going out on the streets, they're saying that it shouldn't matter what they wear, because they should feel free to wear what they wear, and man should contain themselves, Now, while I agree that men should have self-control, at the same time, you can't wear revealing clothes and don't expect that biological beings will not react in a biological manner. You know, you're going out there and you dress a particular way. When men see certain physical attributes, they will receive signals and they will react, right? They will see a healthy female that is in a position to be, that they can mate with, and it would be because give them the signal that, they can try to see if they can get that female to mate with. Now, do some of them go out of proportion? Yes. Do some of them go out of place? Yes. There's some of these men, or a majority of these men, are they not actually men? That's also true, because in order to be a man or a real man, you need to be a man of the Lord. You need to be following the scriptures to the best of your ability. Yes, we understand, but at the same time, you women, under feminism, feeling that, it's okay to dress how you want to dress and do what you want to do. But when when you do that and there are certain repercussions, people get upset. Even recently, I have this woman, telling a man that, she ready to stab him, right? And you have people videoing, you have people laughing. She even threw what seemed to be a suitcase or a bag that had some DVDs in it, slapping the man, and when the man jumped the wall and get the loss and slap her in her face 2 times, there was a man with a license firearm that came to her aid. He fired 2 warning shots in the air, and the man stopped. But yet you have these women saying that they're just as strong as men and all of that. But she, which a few moments before, was telling the man how she was going to stab him, and when the man retaliated, she couldn't defend herself. Now you have people saying that the man with the firearm should have shot the man that actually saved the woman. But no one is saying that what the woman did was provoking. The way that she was speaking to the man was disrespectful. You have even in the scriptures where men actually kill themselves because, a woman threw a stone in his head, and he said that it will not be recorded that he was killed by a woman. So when a man speak to a man certain way and try to do certain things, a man is going to try to defend his honor, especially if he's in public. But guess what? You women aren't held accountable for your actions. The society don't hold you accountable for your actions, and then when you go ahead and you do certain things, you get this certain cause and effect or certain repercussions. I won't shed a tear. I won't shed a tear, and quite frankly, I don't care. Because guess what? The scriptures are here. Especially you women in Jamaica, a lot of you are proud. Is that all? Is that everybody? No. But the majority. And for those who actually don't act this out, you have people that think like this and think that it's okay. Right? A lot of people want to march, stop the violence against women. Even this girl, this Canis Jackson girl, she was killed by this guy that was this 50-year-old that was, offering to take her to and from work. She was in a relationship, and there were messages that came out with her boyfriend saying that, look, she doesn't trust this guy, and she's saying that, look, she is the one that's finding her who is actually finding her way to and from work. And that if the man doesn't give her a valid reason as to why she should stop, traveling with this man, then she will not stop. No, when she's been put, no, when the same man that her husband, because that's what he is, Western terminology about boyfriend and all these things, her husband told her to stop, and she didn't, and now she's dead. So why should I feel sorry for her? Why should I feel sorry for her? Why should I go and march and say, stop the violence against women? Why didn't she just submit and listen to her husband? Because if she did, then she wouldn't be in a box right now. So that is on her. A lot of women don't want to, when we tell them that, look, if it's a case that you don't want something from a when you don't accept things from men, you know, knowing without thinking that they'll want something in return. And if you realize that, you want something in return and you have no intentions, to give anything in return, then don't take things from them. Because some men have the when that chip goes off in the head, there's no turning back. You know? And that is one of the reasons why the scripture says women should be, should stay at home, because they're the weaker vessel, right? Because, they're easy prey, they're easy target. And men will take advantage of them. And men can actually get a one-up over them. That is why in ancient time, you usually send like servants to aid them and to protect them. And that is why they will be dressed a certain way and covered a certain way to try to minimize, certain things happening onto them. But guess what? It's modern time. Nobody wants to go back to those old days. They're not slaves, they're not this, they're not that. When really and truly, the rules and how things are supposed to be are way out of work. So if it's a case that you're gonna say modern time, and people just men should just adjust, their natural instincts and the way that they're built up to try to fit your modern perception of things, then keep on marching and keep on talking about stop violence against women, because it will not change. It will not change. And the Lord Yahushua, is actually coming back real shortly to come and clean all this mess up. But once again, if your mindset, isn't to turn from this Western mindset and turn onto the the doctrine and the teaching of the scriptures, you women and even you men, as it pertains to what a true woman is to be and what a true man is to be, then when you're dying, we don't give two shits. Or I don't give two shits. You reap what you sow. Alright? You reap what you sow. Alright? So basically, for now, I think, the point has been made. That's really all I really plan to say in regards to this. There, as I stated before, there are other videos out there that we've done in regards to, this violence against women thing and all of that. So once again, if you don't plan to fall under the scriptures to the best of your ability, and do what you're supposed to do, then whatever judgments reach you from the Lord, then that's on you. So once more, all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.